In this series that I started with the last video, I'm going to be going over PHP that you come across regularly, PHP that you need to know. Today I'm going to be talking about maybe the most key concept in PHP that exists that you're going to come across every day when writing PHP. You're going to need it on your side, and it's used in quite literally every PHP application you'll ever write. That is an application. And that is something called a variable. Now let's talk about what a variable is. A variable is a piece of data and somewhere to store it so we can use it later. I'm just going to dive in and show you what a variable is. So we've got our two opening and closing PHP statements that we wrote last time in our index.php file here, and I'm just gonna write a $, which tells PHP that we're gonna be writing a variable. So, for example, if I said Jack, and I was collecting people's ages, I could set the Jack variable equal to 9. I could set the Tom variable equals to 14. And the Beth variable equal to 16. So I've just stored some data in all of these two variables that I can use anywhere in my PHP application. I'm not actually going to show you how to use this in this tutorial because it's about variables, but let's do an example. Let's actually use another variable, which is note that variables can also be words. We set it's the total age of all these children. I would set that equal to, and again you don't need to know what this is, but we're going to set that equal to Jack plus Tom plus Beth. And then we've got that the answer stored in a variable. So then we can just go, and again I'm not showing how to use this in this tutorial, but we can just go echo, which means we can just echo the result of that. Total age variable. And then if we save our PHP, and then go back to our site and refresh, we get the total of all those ages. Now, why is this good? Why couldn't we just say something like this? Echo 9 plus 4. Right, why couldn't we just do that? Well, if we go over and look back at the page, it still gives us the answer, and I typed in some numbers wrong, but it still gives us the answer. So, why use variables and not just use that? Well, the answer is because they're stored in variables. You can change them at any point in the code. So we could change them lower down in the code. But let's say we wanted to change. Say we got Jack had his birthday and he was now 10, which he is in a few days. We just have to change that in one place. We wouldn't have to change it in a million places throughout the application. And then let's for example say he's 20, just so that you can get an idea of it definitely did work. Then it gave us 50. So the idea is that we only have to change something in one place. Now, there is much more complicated uses for variables. You can put strings in variables. So we could, so we were we could set a name variable equal to a string which you put in double quotation marks. So I got the name equal to Tom, but we could assume that was put in dynamically into a variable. So how would that help us? We could just say echo we could echo another string which says welcome, and then after that string we could put a dot and just put our variable. It says welcome and then whatever the context of that variable is. Now, suppose that variable was used to grab user input, then it'd be much easier to just output there. You couldn't just have a hard-coded value in there, otherwise it wouldn't work when a user types in a different name, so it needs to be stored in a variable. So there are a couple of examples of how variables can be useful. Cheers guys, thanks for watching this video.